Yo.
What up?
Featured comic of the week, which is none other than BRZRKR, I think is the proper way to say this.
That's the proper way to say it.
It's literally spelled in the most bizarre way.
They just took out pretty much all the vowels. I think that's the only way to describe it. But this comes to us from Keanu Reeves and Matt Kint. The man, sorry, hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me get into form here. The man known only as BRZRKR is half mortal and half god, cursed and compelled to violence, even at the sacrifice of his sanity. But after wandering the world for centuries, BRZRKR may have finally found a refuge, working for the U.S. government to fight the battles too violent and too dangerous for anyone else. In exchange, BRZRKR will be granted the one thing he desires, the truth about his endless, blood-soaked existence, and how to end it.
So right off the bat, we
how
talked.
to end it. Sorry, I feel like that was a better ending.
Oh my god. Anyway, we talked about this before we were recording tonight. Both saying how you said it the best. It's
the BRZRKR character is if Wolverine and John Wick had a baby, and that baby only killed people with Mortal Kombat finishing moves.
Yeah, it's super violent. He literally just punches a hole, and the thing.
Non-stop punching holes. Dude, he's like...
They made him seem like originally, like he was going to be this badass that has like an AK and like fucking katana swords.
He didn't even need it. He didn't even need weapons.
No, he just like walked around like punch everybody in the face. Dude, the one guy, he punches in the rib cage, rips his rib out, and then stabs
somebody, which is literally a Mortal Kombat move. My niece did it to me, and I was very offended. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's what I did to her, because she killed me in a very offensive way, and then that was my finisher on her. Whatever, not the point. Either way, this is ultra violent, but it was a good read. I mean, I think it was an easy read, but it was a good one, because you can have an easy read that's a bad read. I can look at something like, oh god, this is an awful comic, but I was like genuinely enjoying like seeing where the story was going and like, you know, what his quest was, and the end panel kind of adds a little bit more to his mystery, because you know the whole time he's talking about how he has a perfect memory, he remembers everything, and they establish, you know, it's not quite everything, but it's almost everything, and he gains a new memory at the end of the book that's pretty unique, to say the least. I don't want to spoil that, but definitely go out and grab this if you can. I think what did we get, one copy or two?
We have one.
True.
I'm sure there's more there when I go on what's it called? I have or Wednesday. I have your other stuff too at my house.
Oh, true. Thank
you. The other thing too that
today's Monday. Fuck.
Yeah. The other thing too that I thought was really cool about this book is it kind of invert like what's common in most stories. Like everyone's always searching for immortality. The stories he's searching for mortality.
Yeah, he's like, I just want to die. He's like, it's not even that I want to die. I just want to know that I can. He's like, I'm sick of being on this, you know.
Because they say he's been around for 80,000 years. I think that he says he's been alive for
80,000.
I thought they said 80. I thought I said 8,000.
That seems too long. 8,000 is possible. Human beings have been on Earth for I think around 10,000 years. If I'm not mistaken.
I thought he said 80 and something crazy. Because they also say like they give him a pill. And I didn't really understand what the pill was doing. Is that like his Tylenol? Is that like what helps him heal? No, nothing.
No, maybe. Sorry, I'm looking at really 6 million years for humans. I thought it was way shorter than that. The modern form of humans evolved only about it's 200,000 years ago. Oh shit, never mind. I was way off.
Yeah, so
I don't know where I got that from.
So he says he's been around for 80,000 years. So but again, like they do give him a pill. He does blow himself up at one point and just like a walking like half burn.
That was like the Wolverine part. He was like, yeah, like fuck it, whatever.
Go ahead.
I was going to say what was funny to me about that was that, people were saying they wanted him to play Wolverine for a while. And there he goes doing Wolverine shit in this comic he wrote.
Yeah, I mean, the comic definitely starts off not wordy at all, like we said. It picks up some steam of dialogue towards the end when the scientist lady starts explaining how she's like been working with him and how like he's I don't know if they reference him as an experiment, but they're like, dude, you're not a god. Chill out. We're going to, and he's kind of like, I just want to fucking be able to die, like you said. And it's a unique twist. The only gripe I had was I didn't really feel like it actually developed a story. I just feel like
it's just giving you kind of the background on who he is, and I think trying to get people hooked for right now.
yeah, like there's really no story other than he goes in, just wipes out this fucking military mission, and then he's out. So it's kind of like that was the only thing I didn't really get. I was like, all right, I guess I understand what they're trying to do here, just develop the character and yada yada yada. But hopefully they can pull it together in the next book and start actually developing maybe a villain. And just some overall content of where they're going to go with it besides this guy trying to find mortality. So if you can get the book, definitely pick it up, check it out. It's easy read, takes like 5 minutes. And we'll figure out what we'll read next week. Hopefully it's something good. So before we wrap it up tonight, though, Matt, tell us, what is our shenanigans ending the week?
Oh, let me select it from my list of shenanigans. I created a list so I don't constantly think about it the whole time. This week's is Hawkeye's accuracy. Because honestly, what the fuck? You just can't be that good. And like, it's not even like it's just Hawkeye. Green Arrow is also super accurate. Fucking, there's a ton of characters who their power is just being crazy accurate from stupid far distances. And like, I'm sorry, like sometimes you fucking miss. Hawkeye at one point in the MCU comes back from retirement during Civil War, and Iron Man's like, "Oh, Clint, you're here. I thought you'd be playing golf." And he's like, "Played 18, shot 18." Got bored. Play a lot of golf, but the one time I did go play golf, that was playing through my head the entire time because I'm like, there's no fucking way. Like you can't even see the course half the time. You don't know where the hole is. You play golf a lot. You always know where the hole is.
No, fuck no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This guy's hitting 18. Like, how you can't possibly be that accurate. Like, and if you are that accurate, how is nobody hitting him with a flashbang grenade? Like, you use anything to disorient his senses, and he should be completely useless.
Fair enough. One thing I will say is useless too, though, is I gotta say I replayed Arkham City. That game is just not as good as Arkham Asylum. I'm sorry.
You're out of your mind. You are out of your mind. Arkham City is the peak of the series. Yes, it is. Yes, it absolutely is. You have way more attacks. It's a lot more fluid. You've got the freedom to go where you want, follow storylines you want to follow. And when you're beating the crap out of people, it's so much more seamless. And they fucked with it in Arkham Knight, and they broke it. And it was perfect.
Arkham Asylum is the better of the two.
No, you're 100% wrong. Arkham City is by far the superior game.
Okay. You're wrong.
The combos alone. Are you kidding?
Play Arkham City right now.
I did. I started replaying both the games, and I was playing through Arkham Asylum. I was like, fuck this, I want to play Arkham City.
Dude, there's no way. If you play Arkham Asylum and then play Arkham City right now on a current gen
are you talking hold on.
Arkham Asylum,
you're talking actual gameplay, or you're talking story?
The story of Arkham Asylum is way better.
Yes.
The gameplay of Arkham Asylum somehow holds up better than Arkham City's. I disagree. Dude, I had so many issues playing that game on the current gen console.
What?
Pop-ins, glitching, stuff not registering. The controls were a little...
That sounds like it's a bad port. If you play the actual game, I don't think you'll have as big of an issue. Yeah, you're playing on PS5. I think that's the issue is that they didn't port it correctly.
Well, but the story. Now, I will say one thing though before we wrap it up, and I'll end on this note. Both Arkham Asylum and Arkham City have the worst end boss fights I have played in video games. When you fight,
I remember the end boss fight for Arkham City.
Clayface.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Was dumb, and then the juiced up Joker was
a bad call.
Yeah, both of them were bad.
It's tough because Batman doesn't really have one of those villains where you can have one of those epic fights. Like, although in truth, think about all the best superhero games you've ever played. Which one of them has a good ending boss fight? Like, even the Spider-Man game for PS4 was awesome, but that ending boss fight was like, really, this is it?
Dumb, yeah. I didn't care for it. But.
So it's like I just don't think there's a way they can successfully pull it off and give it the gravitas it needs to. I think that's why we regularly see that, because you need something that's really going to be like climactic, and you're not going to get that 90% of the time.
Yeah, well, hopefully if they make another Batman game, they figure out something to do. I haven't played Miles Morales yet, so I can't comment on that. But
yeah, I haven't played that yet either. But yeah, and then coming to you guys in about 10 days, we should be burning 4 hours to watch Justice League. So
I guess we'll have Kyle on. See if Kyle can come on next week.
he said he might be able to come on next week. He can't come for the recording
that's fine.
of the episode. But yeah.
That's fine. He can come on prior. He can come on next week's show. We could talk about what, the last hurrah before it happens, and we'll record it and we'll go from there.
Nice.
So, but once again, this is Why Am I Nerd represents Yoda Comics. You can follow us on Instagram, Why Am I Nerd Official, Facebook.com/Why Am I Nerd. Listen to new issues every Tuesday on YouTube and your favorite podcast service. So, we're the Nerds with the Mouse. And until next time,
we're fucking out.